Do you guys get pain first thing in the morning, or do you feel like it's hard to fall asleep because you have some discomfort in the middle of the night? Or are you just concerned about your sleeping posture? Then this video is for you. So I'm gonna go through laying on your back and laying on your side today. So what you're gonna need is a lot of pillows and just, have some fun with this. So I got my pillow here. Let's start with laying on our side. So when we lay on our side, we want to think about is compression through our body. So for example, compression from hip over hip and then shoulder over shoulder. If you are experiencing some shoulder pain, what would benefit you is to slide that shoulder forward, and then you can ease off and let this other top shoulder roll back. What that does is takes all that compression through away from shoulder to shoulder. Next, another option you could do, and then I just put my hand under the pillow like that. The other option, if you are sleeping this way, is putting a pillow right here. So I'll just grab that. Got a few pillows actually. So we'll get to the legs. So I've shifted my shoulder forward. Now I'm going to put a pillow right here and then have my top arm down like this. As you can see, my arm is still being pulled forward. So if you want to get really picky and you have a really bad shoulder, you can even do two. And now my elbow is in line with my shoulder and it's nice and relaxed. And I know it looks ridiculous, but until you can still have a good sleep, you're gonna do it. Next though, on sleeping on your side, so you can put pillows in between your knees. Notice I don't put them this way, I put them lengthwise, okay? So I'm just gonna demonstrate with two pillows, and I'm gonna put my knee on top of it like that. And I prefer to bend them, then I find that they don't really roll off on you. So again, shifting that shoulder forward, and then you can choose to have a pillow here or not, but it looks like this. So as you can see, with two pillows, my knee is in line with my hip, which takes all that pressure off of the hip. So this is a good strategy if you have low back pain or some SI joint or hip pain, is the two pillows in between the knees lengthwise. All right, still following? So now, sleeping on your back. Like this. Whenever you sleep on your back, it's a great idea. You can put a pillow underneath your knees, like that. If you still have a bit of arch in your low back though, then you may benefit from having two pillows underneath your knees, like so. Okay, like that. What you want to think about with your neck in this position is you don't want to have a pillow that's so high that you're sleeping like this. You can see that there's a big angle. You also don't want to have a pillow that's so flat that your chin ends up too high like this. So you want to find one where you get a nice neutral neck, where it should look like that there's no tilt. I would say this one is probably good, but because I have a bun, that it's pushing me a little bit into flexion. So let's check that neck on the side again. So let's see what this pillow would be. Would this pillow be good or bad? So if this pillow was like this, then it would be too much into side flexion to the right. If the pillow was too flat, we would see an angle this way. So you really want to find a good happy medium. If you're finding that you're constantly trying to put your arms underneath the pillow to help support it, that likely means that you need a firmer pillow or one that's a little bit bigger to give you better support instead of having to put your arms under there. And then last but not least, this is a very, very picky tip, but if you get some mid back pain, what you can do is you roll up a towel. I'm just going to use a shirt for now, like this, and it's just a small roll. And then, so I want you to see where I have some curve. So right here, there's space, right? So if I let my body drop down, now there's an arch there. If you put that rolled up towel just where your ribs meet your hip, like your top of your hip, then we can help get rid of that curve a bit. So you can see that it's more supportive there versus there. So if we want to get really picky, this is the way I recommend sleeping, is you have that small roll. This is if you have like pretty bad back pain. Shift that shoulder, put two pillows underneath your knees, and have a great night's rest. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great sleep.